ziehst auch dann ein paar Gegner an.
Moin moin, Arika. Hello there. Gute Nacht, du. More like guten Abend. Yo ho 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 ho. Don't ask me what. Yeah, you just say things. You just say things without thinking. We go over. I need to make the reading section here. There it is. Then we can get into the taboo. It's the same in German. Taboo is taboo, I think. Okay. Happy New Year, long time no see. What you mean? You're just saying weird stuff now. We are here for Kubera. Hello there, Stepan. Welcome to the stream. Have a nice day, a nice week, and it only gets nicer from here on out. I cannot say weekly Kubera. With Kubera. No need to be precise. Last week we read the chapter called The Good. The arc itself was pretty good. But we had trouble reading it because it had to be split into two streams because Germany decided to be an ass. Germany, don't listen to me. I love you. Keep the internet going. Hello there, Cody. Welcome. So, basically, The Good was July. In some universes, years don't even exist. The Good was more of a arc where it's like I don't want to call it filler, but it's in between. It's like a Übergang. Transition. It's like a transition arc, right? I feel like The Good is like you have the big war, or like the big battle and everything, and now it's calmed down. People are repairing after the stuff. There are still a few things that need to be taken care of, but it's most of the things are just over, and people are now relaxing a bit more. Yeah, the calm after the storm. Let's hope it's that, and let's hope it's not that we are just in the eye of the storm and the storm will come back quickly after. So we have some calm and transition time after a climax now. Yep. There were the interactions with the humans, not necessarily humans because there were also halves and other people, and Yuta, with which they now determined that Yuta is going to be allowed to go into the city again, or at least he is going to be allowed now that Theo has been revived. Because Theo has been revived with a magic spell that only Asha can use. The Eye of the Storm is quite large for now. Okay, Theo. A very huge Eye of the Storm for now. Okay, get it. Theo is alive again. Let's see how long that will last. Asha used a spell that nobody else can use. Some people were angry of like, how could she keep a spell that is so useful, could save so many lives? How could she keep it a secret? Until Run's older brother, Pablo, that's not his name. Yeah, halves are humans unless you're one of those racists. Whoa. I am innocent. I don't discriminate. Lutz. Yeah, Lutz. Pablo, close enough, right? Lutz basically said, like, it makes sense that Asha didn't say it. Would you do it if it was you in that case? How much would the pressure be? How much would everything else be? And just this statement alone made Lutz go up a lot more in my, like, ranking in my head. Because, people insisted on, like, I would have said it. No, you would not have said it. And also, Lutz basically made the whole thing be like, this is just one thing that is on Asha's back. Like, if that thing is there, that means you already have so much pressure, so much stuff that you need to like focus on, that people rely on you and so on. But Asha does not only have that. Asha has many things on her back that needs to be carried by her, and people just judge her. There was also the whole discussion between Run and Asha about who is going to take care of Lise. But in the end, they just talk with each other. None of them talk with Lise. Which once again is the thing. Run says, I'm way better for Lise. And we don't even argue with that too much because he seems to be nicer. He seems to be treating her better. He seems like the better caretaker in a way, especially if like his mother's side might be connected to Lisa's family, or if it's just the same last name, I don't know. But in the end, it's also like up to Lise in a way, because they can talk as much as they want of like, Asha, you don't really care about her, right? Asha, you're so bad for her. I'm so much better than you. In the end, it's up to Lise. Yep. Also, Arika, you earned that much coins because you had a few stocks. You had a few stocks that you earned. That's also how Stepan is close at million. So, after the Priestess of Chaos returned safely, Yuta was soon allowed to enter the city. Priest of Earth was still neutral about it, but the Priestess of Chaos consented so eagerly, he was able to enter the city with Asha vouching for him just like before. However, in spite of the priestess having revived thanks to Yuta and Asha, there seemed to be more people than before who hated us. Yeah, it's just the judgment of people. I'm finally here this time. It's the one and only Haku of the Tubes. Haku der Röhre, was ist deine Weisheit? Haku of the Tubes, what is your wisdom? Welcome. I hope you had a nice day, and it's only going to get nicer from here on out. Why are they getting hated? Is it because Asha can revive people? Is it because Yuta is a Rakshasa? What's up with these? We're so happy to see Haku. He started speaking tongues, damn! And started speaking German! That's natural to me. In a way, this is not natural to me. I don't talk English the entire day. I do more things in English. I guess I guess I do technically do more things in English over the day than in German, because most of the YouTube videos I watch are in English, like webtoons I read are in English, the Discord communities are in English, most of them. There's like only one of my friend group, like close friend group. Like the time I spend with my family is obviously in German. Work is a mix between English and German, depending on what I'm working on. So I would probably think that I might be doing more things in English than German. Taboo. Finally made it into the city. Yeah. To be honest, I'm surprised to see a German doing content in English. I thought Germans did mostly content in German. I mean, 6 years ago-ish, I did do content in German. Not on this channel, on a different channel. That is dead. But in the end, I also thought like, I want a fresh start. And then I also thought like, there are more people watching English things. So I just was like, if I do streams or content in English, I have a bigger reach. And I can meet more people in English, because Germans can speak English, but also people not from Germany can speak English. So I just decided to step in English. You sound like you wouldn't have cared, even if you couldn't have entered. Do you think I can't break the Earth barrier, Asha? Listen, Asha. I'm still not sure just how strong I've got since I've last developed. I'd like to find out, but I would need someone willing to fight me for real. Before I showed Mr. Kazak how tempted I was, but then you appeared, and I snapped out of it, Asha. Like fighting? I had no idea. No, I didn't. I didn't used to be this way. It started after I developed. I tell you, I want to fight, I want to eat, I want to do things, but why should I care about you people? Why do I have to be this way? I don't feel like I need to force myself to act sympathetic to the things that don't concern me. I also think that everything I learned from holding back before is useless. This will only get worse as time goes by. What will happen to me now? I'm afraid that I'll really turn into a bad guy. So it would probably be better if I just stayed far away from everyone. And yes, I don't want to be alone. I've had enough of being a loner. Utah, please just give me lease. Shouldn't have written that. Says Asha, why did you tell me that I had to keep my identity a secret from her? That made things so hard for me, and it doesn't seem like she actually hates all Shuras. It's tough to me to find content not in English, lol. Rifaku. Anyways. Yeah, Arika, just go watch Shikakin. They just keep on bashing on that fact. It's not like she hates all Shuras. No, the woman knows one Shura, and that's technically like they know Shuras as beasts, as monsters. And then there is one Shura, one Rakshasa Shura, that just destroyed her entire home, potentially killed everybody she loves. It's like, she doesn't hate all Shuras. Bro, she's traumatized by Shuras. Arika, what the frick are you babbling? Probably a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding? You see, the day that we met. That's what happened. You definitely made a mistake, Asha. When you first met me, and you still didn't know that I was a Rakshasa, didn't you say that you were confident you could beat me? You said that all of the higher-rank Shuras who could take human form were trapped in the Shura world following the Great Upheaval, and that there was no chance of me being a Rakshasa. You did say that there was a chance that I might be an Upani, but until recently, at least didn't even know what an Upani was. Asha, could you start by explaining what that word means? It means you will just get your butt kicked. Don't you... Ruby! Ruby! Hello there, have a nice day. Yes, no, it's not my birthday. It means you would just get your butt kicked. So from Lisa's perspective, a high-rank Shura in human form meant... Stop it. I already heard enough about this from Ron. I don't like this perspective. They keep... I know that Asha is not a good person or something, but they keep on bashing on her. Like, they 100% knew, yeah, Lise would have been fine. Lise 100% would have liked me, even if you told her I was a Shura, even if you told her I was the little brother of the Shura that killed all of her loved ones, she would have liked me. What kind of thought process is that? I don't need to repeat it. Are you upset because you hid it for me, and now it seems like even I'm only taking Lise's side? From up close, you're worried that Lise and I wouldn't get along. And from a distance, you're worried about losing the lucky card you had got. That's where you hit my identity, isn't it? I hate this. Maybe someone thought I was at a disadvantage and decided to do me a favor. But if the situation changes, he might turn his back on me. That's why I can't trust him. It doesn't matter either way. Followed you knowing full well that all you saw me as was another card in your deck. And regardless of the reason, I think I should be grateful to you simply for having hidden my identity for my sake. Maybe it wasn't such a big mistake, Asha. You're a human, Asha, who can make mistakes and be wrong. You don't need to be so flustered at having misunderstood Lise as if it's the end of the world. There's no need to be embarrassed. Anyone could make a mistake like this. Is this Lise's dad? No, this is not dad. This is the god, Vishnu. This is Vishnu, right? It's less that they are sure she would like him, but more there was no reason to be certain that she wouldn't. Asha acted based on that certainty. I like how Yuta understands her properly here. I think what Asha did, even after reading all of these things, I see that they have a point. I understand what they mean, but I think Asha did the right thing. When the time was right, he could have always told Lise. The thing is, the moment didn't come until it kind of just got revealed to her in a bit of a difficult situation. Hello little taco, wee woo to you as well. I hope you had a nice day, and it's only going to get nicer from here on out. It's difficult, obviously. Like, yeah, Asha kept it a secret, but the thing is, if she said it at the beginning, all of these things would have been different. All of these people can only say these things now because Asha did keep it a secret. Because Asha did take care of Lise and made sure that she didn't know certain things. I agree with Yuta and the others here. Asha could have planted a seed of truth, and thus Asha could have told Lise about Yuta at some point earlier. With a string of misunderstandings. Asha could have told the truth earlier, but the thing is, Runner Yuta could have also told the truth. Asha did tell them, I think you shouldn't tell Lise that that's the case. But do they have to follow Asha's orders? Even thought of that hypothetical when Ran talked to her. Yeah, and in that hypothetical she was like, Lise obviously would have loved them. But that's only the hypothetical that Ran placed in her head. It's not necessarily how it really would have gone down. Because I don't think that's how it would have gone down. That's not how it would have gone down. Ran and Yuta always could have just told her. Yuta could have written down, hey, Lise, Asha has told me to keep it a secret, but I want to tell you. I feel like I can trust you. So I want to say, I'm not in half. I'm actually a Rakshasa, a high-rank Shura. Like, he could have written that down. And Ran could also be like, hey, Lise, you don't seem to be scared from halves like I am. So, do you actually hate Shuras? What's the case with that? Yuta and Ran knew only what Asha told them. It's Asha's fault for spreading misinformation about Lise. So they didn't care about talking with Lise? Yes, Asha said that, because that's what Asha believed. Asha said the things that she believed to be true. But if they believe Asha's words on what Lise feels, then that's also on them in a way. Yeah, Arika, go to bed, have a good night. Like, they could have just communicated with Lise as well. If they just take Asha's word for it. It was a taboo subject. Oh my god! Oh my god, Stipper! I think it's stupid to push all of the blame on Asha. Yes, she holds some of the blame, but it's not black or white. It's you can't just put it all on the lady. Take care of it for you. So stop crying and come here. You? So tell Lise that it was a misunderstanding. You're not going to try to just sweep this under the carpet, are you? That's not right, Asha. You let even minor misunderstandings keep building up. There's no misunderstanding to resolve anyway. Lise is the same as always. They did care, but they believed Asha, and if Asha was right, not telling her was the right course of action. And Asha had been trying with Lise for a while, so they just assumed she knew better. True, not black or white. At all. It's great discussing it. I think I understand the thing that, yeah, Asha has been traveling with her longer, so they take Lisa's word, they take Asha's word a bit more on what Lise feels like. But the longer they travel with Lise, they learn more and more about Lise, right? So even if at the beginning Asha told them, don't say it to her, keep it a secret, she's not gonna like it. But if as they traveled for weeks, months, they could have come to the conclusion, we got to know Lise better now, so what Asha said seems a bit weird. Why don't we talk with Lise about it? It's a too easy way to cash out, to just say they blindly followed Asha's words because they thought she knew best. And now suddenly, when the truth is out, they're all like, Asha, I always thought what you did was wrong. You know, that's not good. You should have never done that. Bro, you had months to bring out that idea. But you only did after it got forcefully revealed? I don't know. You're right. Knowing Lisa's personality, she would just laugh it off and forget about it, rather than get angry at you. But Asha, as I said before, if things keep going this way, people will start to become distant. You let unresolved misunderstandings like this pile up, it will only leave Ran or Lise with negative impressions of you. You need to start being more honest if you want them to remember you as a good person. No, that doesn't matter. I'm not a good person anyway. Well, then, I won't bother with this anymore. This drives Lise further away from you. Better for me, after all. I think Yuta might have considered it, but when he saw her reaction to the Garuda Shura image, the exposition he gave upload in the museum thing he gave upload. Yeah. And so are you? Yuta was already cautious because it's true. Lise hates Shuras. Dude, if it was only one Shura she hated, then she would have not reacted to the picture like that. She hated the Garuda for sure. Was it a picture of Maruna? I'm not even sure. But would have always talked. And there were even a lot of chances before the museum exhibit, right? Like during the time in the kennel, there were a lot of chances. I don't know. I think it's too easy to say one thing. Ta-da! Welcome back to Kali Bloom, Yuta! This is a welcome cake. The Garuda was an unnamed Rakshasa, I think. Yeah, because if it was Maruna, it's more in a case of like, she hates that specific Rakshasa Garuda, because it's the one that destroyed her home, right? But if it's an unnamed Rakshasa Garuda, and she despised it just as much, then she hates all Garudas. How could I know Lise didn't hate all Shuras when there was no Shuras around? In a world where it's normal for people to hate halves, a nice kid hating on Shuras can't be that crazy. Yeah, it's not that crazy. But it's also, if they think Lise is so nice and Lise loves everyone, and even can take care of halves, then they could have asked of like, Yuta, do you hate all Shuras? Not Yuta. Lise, do you hate all Shuras? They could have asked, didn't do it. Those layers of her clothes, seriously. Don't worry, there's not a single vegetable in it. Try it, it's good. Gross. Why you put raw meat in a cake? Didn't make it for you, Ran. And why would you make it look like a normal cake? Made me want a piece. You mean, Yuta has the right to eat a normal looking cake too? Isn't that right, Yuta? He's like, nom 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 nom. See, you don't need to bother with decorating it if you're going to give it to Yuta. You'd probably prefer a plate of raw meat without anything covering it. Still, the cake is supposed to be to congratulate him. Don't you feel sad seeing something that you spent all day making disappear in that one bite? It's okay, have this too, Yuta. I have something to say to Asha. No, she said not to let anyone in except the people who she's staying with. How could a landlord make an exception for one customer? Was she's renting every single room in the guest house? Huh? What a show-off! I know she would have earned some of it, but she's probably also made a lot with that spell first. Could have saved so many people if she had told us before. I never realized she was such a selfish magician. I hate these people so much. I must have been crazy for liking her based on her looks. Yeah. freaking... So, ugh. More people have come. I've been used to seeing this kind of thing since I was a child, but still, Ran's aunt was the priest of resurrection before the great upheaval. It really torments those who can use the magic. Save them now! Why can't you use magic now? Well, it's always worked before. Stop lying and just help my mom and dad! I've frozen them, just use Hoti Vishnu, please! There was once a time when I desperately needed that spell, so it's not like I don't understand how they feel. Oh, this was, I misunderstood this for now. I thought this was like, Ran being on like, because he said like, I've been used to just seeing this thing since I was a child. So I thought he meant like, he was living at the place, and these were the voice of other people after the upheaval that wanted their family to get revived. Because they came to his aunt. But this is actually Ran screaming. Like, Ran wanting to revive his mom and dad. But it also happened to him. But they're too late, unless you completely freeze a body. Their name soon gets registered in the underworld. Anti-world? Okay. And it's not like she can bring them back from the dead now anyway. There's no point of having an argument with Asha. Murmur, murmur, murmur. Ah, those people are back in the middle of the night. Crap, this time it's the halves. Whoa. Why do you have to say it like that? Why is this one kinda hot? What should I do? The landlord's probably asleep by now. I can stay up and guard the place, so don't worry. What? Whoa! What the hell? Why are you sitting here? Wait, but the door must have been locked. What do you think you're doing? Sorry if I surprised you. I just want to sit alone. I walked around outside Lee's and Asha's rooms, but I figured it would probably be better to go to you. I see. Better that you come to me rather than those two. Something bothering you? Or are you suddenly lonely when you've been doing fine on your own so far? So, my brother may look like a gentleman on the outside. Really not. Hey, this is a secret, okay? Okay. Alright, now it's your turn. What do you want me to tell you? What do you think of Lisa's clothes? Her clothes? At first I thought she might have had been sick, but that doesn't seem to be it. I guess if that's how she likes to dress, then I'd like to get her some more clothes. You want to buy her more clothes to pile on her? Why not? She looks cute. She looks like she would just push she would just keep rolling if you pushed her. Stop it, Ran. And she keeps giggling. No, he's giggling. She's like, ah, stop it! I guess she does look kind of uncomfortable. That's probably just a phase, so just take it nicely. You know Elise doesn't have long to live. The girl we saw when she had the Hotiyama spell on her, that's the end. Still, I don't like it. I feel like Elise is trying to keep me at a distance, even if it's by wearing unnecessarily thick clothes. She wasn't like this before. Is she afraid because I'm a Shura? I don't think so. Have you done anything that might make you feel guilty towards Elise? ... So you have! I caught you! Tell me what happened! Huh? Yuta? What's up with Ran? Why is he sleeping there? He was giving me some good advice last night. I guess he drank a bit too much. I tried to bring him to his room, but he told me to just leave him here. Whoa, how many bottles did he drink? You're such a drunk, Ran. Everything that you take out of the fridge gets included in the rent that Asha pays. I guess since Ran has a lot of money, he can afford to pay for his own booze. Ran drank 6 bottles. So the rest was Yuta? 1, 2, 5, 6. So Yuta also drank a lot. I guess Shuras can drink alcohol? Yes. The weight isn't a problem, but there are too many to take out all at once. Yuta, could you help me? We should probably clear the mess up before Asha comes downstairs. Clink, clink. Oh, the thing is so handy. Thanks, Yuta. You look like you're hot. Why don't you take off those clothes? It's okay. I'm just a bit chilly. The side of your head is all sweaty though. From the block. I'm not going to tell you if Yuta drank any alcohol, or why there were so many empty bottles, but the alcohol doesn't contain anything that would make him puke. It seems Yuta can drink alcohol, for some reason. Cause alcoholism! Yippee! Let's make it so that the character who can only eat meat somehow is allowed to drink alcohol, because alcohol is always fun, right? I was being pretty sweaty. It's because I hugged you in the forest. Are you trying to distance yourself from me with those clothes? Alcoholism! Yippee! Wee-woo! Ron told me that I'm supposed to ask for permission before I hug someone. Each time you hug me, you never ask for permission first, right, Lise? That's why I thought it would be okay. I thought you would be as happy as I was. But Yuta, in this stage of a development, what does it have to do with this? Who said anything about that? Changing on the outside doesn't mean that you can change on the inside. You told me that. It's just like you said. All that's changed is my appearance. Still the same on the inside. Really, believe me, Lise. He's so gaslighting her. He's so gaslighting her. The tears, I don't want to call them fake, but I'm calling Snake. I'm calling Ananta. I'm calling Ananta for real here. Don't we trust each other that much? No, that's not true. Asha, What do you mean it's not true? Stop insisting like a child and just admit it. Lise, sorry, I wasn't trying to scare you. I don't mind if you say that you don't want to trust me, even if you don't trust me. I trust you, Yuta. You know very well how hard it is to have someone who I thought was my friend not believe me. Can't do that to you, Yuta. Of course I trust you. If you say that you're fine, then what does your stage of development matter? Lise! Yuta, wait, the bottles! He instantly put his freaking scarf around her again. I'm the same, after previously telling Asha he's changed Lamau. He's such a liar, right? He's such a gaslighter. Ironically enough, Kuriko mentioned that Yuta can fake his tears in the blog for this episode. But she did say it doesn't mean he's faking it here. Yeah, sure, let's believe that. Can't remember anything since the whole Tivetsu spell brought you back to life? Yeah, I'm all confused right now. Okay, so little bunny girl was back home, okay. I saw some people come back to life with the spell before the great upheaval, but I've never been the one being revived. A lot happened while I was out. Solid return was drawn during the sword test, and there was even a sure raid. And when I went looking for you, Paris, the only one of the fighters I brought with me at the time, was still alive. What on earth was I doing? The priestess. I've been trying my best to save anyone that I could. If I had known you had come back, maybe it would have just been better to just wait in the city. Ew. Sorry, Elwyn. It's not your fault. I know. Huh? I know very well who put you in danger. And got the people from the Fighters Union killed. Is she going to say Gandava? But she talked with Gandava. I thought she was in good terms with him after the end of everything. I thought they were in good terms. Let's just be honest here. Theo, the fact that you have been staying with an unknown man and is your own private life doesn't really matter here. But I really can't understand why you just left the test of the sword. Because of that, you weren't able to do anything about the accident that occurred during the test. Ultimately, the fact that Elwyn was kidnapped and everything turned out like this. Hey, come on, let's not blame her for what happened afterwards. May have left because of something important that we don't know about. Elwyn's abduction could have overlapped with that by chance. Guys, just think about the moment when we were all so sad that Theo had died and tried to calm down. We're not here to interrogate her, we're getting to help her get her memories back. I've missed like one read-through. Is Pyro a Yuta hater now, too? Not necessarily a hater, but I am skeptical about him, about his very lust-filled thing. And I said, like, he's an aura farmer, he is like, he seems to be a hornball, he's a gooner, then he just wrapped his balls around Lee's, and then somehow his foreskin got cut off, and by that I mean his scarf thing got cut, and I interpreted it as his balls or like something. Yes. I don't know. He for sure has changed a lot. He feels like a completely different character. Like, yes, he looks similar enough, but that's not the Yuta we have witnessed so far. It's a completely different character. Anyway, so you say that Power and Elwyn can prove that the man was on the same side as the Shuras. Yes, when we went looking for Elwyn, everyone who went with her told Theo to stay inside the barriers and she's the priestess. Garth got regenerated though. Yeah, because Shuras have regeneration powers, so even if his if his 5 skin gets cut off, he can recover. But that man alone suggested that Theo leave the barrier and keep searching. until the moment that Theo ordered me to leave. That man was by Theo's side without even the slightest sign of fear. Even after Theo disappeared, he reappeared without a scratch on him. And then the fighters two approached him and tried to ask him about Theo. He was able to handle all of those fighters with god-class items by himself. He wasn't alone, there was someone else with him. Judging from the fact that he didn't get attacked at all and was just standing there, I'm sure they must have been on the same side. Since Asha was using her hunter's eye back then, she might have seen the situation in better detail than I did. I see. Then I should hear about it from her. You said you heard something when Elvin was abducted by the guy, right? Yes, at first the high-ranked Shura took me away. I sure was a high-ranked Shura and not a half. Yes, I heard him talking to Yuta before I was taken away. Why don't we just leave the temple together? We're within the range of the turrets here, so we can't take Shura form. And whoever it may be, the winner will not be able to beat the loser. At first I was so surprised and scared that Yuta was a Shura, but once I got to know him, he was a really sweet guy. No one came to save me, only Yuta kept coming to the edge of the temple to get me. See, she said he's nice. Who said Yuta might be a spy? It was me. I'm a fan of Yuta. Anyway, the high-ranked Shura asked me. A man with one eye approached the temple, didn't he? What is he doing now? That's when I realized that Theo was in danger, so I tried to tell her that the man was dangerous. I couldn't leave the temple because I was being guarded. You hear it, Theo? I'm almost certain now. The man who was with you was on the same side as the Shura who attacked the city. He was trying to lure you outside the barrier and you fell for his trick. Well, Yuta, you seem to have a hard time with buns, so I got you something without any. I thought the freaking Luffy vest that he was wearing was also part of his skin. Well, pretty good, huh? No one can even tell that you're Shura now. Huh? I appreciate you picking out clothes for me, but it would have been better if I didn't have any clothes like this. No clothes? Not you, Lise. I mean my clothes. Except pants. Don't get me wrong, Lise. Except pants. Okay. So he does have one. Seems like it. It seems like he has one. Guess I gave Yuta the red shirt a few episodes ago. Oh, okay. I might have forgotten that because it wasn't really a big detail. Asha, do you ever buy any other clothes? You have plenty of money to buy clothes, but I've only seen you wear that. You don't really look comfortable in it. No, I'm fine. May not look like it, but these are very expensive and custom made. They're optimized for my birth attributes. They have much better defensive capabilities than most god rank items. Oh, look at her legs. Sheesh! Look at those thighs. Holy sheesh! The hips. Really? Well, I guess it's fine for you if you wear them for their performance. Is that fur cape also for defense? It's just for storage. What's with the antique dagger? Have you heard of Vajra? I think I've heard the word before. The god rank item of the sky god Indra. I borrowed it from Rish during the last attack. What? Rish lent you that item? That's a huge surprise. Shouldn't you give it back to her? As a reward for slaying the Shura who attacked Rish, she let me keep it. You? Save Rish? Strange, but then why would Rish hang around people who hate us? I'm not sure. It's probably because of Hoti Vishnu. Yep, people are just stupid. Boss, here are the files you asked for. Good, did you find everything I mentioned? Yeah, there's a record of Ashara Hero's accidental manslaughter of 29 people. And statistical data from the people who did a follow-up investigation on her. These investigation files were especially hard to find. Seemed like someone had already found them and tried to destroy them to cover up the whole thing. Gathered and restored the remaining files, but it cost over 100,000. 100,000? That's alright. It's less than expected. But boss, do you really need to dig up all of this again? It was a big controversy at the time of the trial, but it ended up being judged as an accident. She was set free. I'm not sure what you stand to gain from bringing all of this up again. There's no gain in it. I might even be endangering my own life by making Asha an enemy. Going after a high-ranking magician who has a Rakshasa by her side, I must really be fearless. Now you're just stupid. Hello Market, welcome to the stream. I hope you had a nice day and it's only going to get nicer from here on out. Boss, still have a chance of winning. The situation is different now than it was at the time of the trial. Think about it, they had known she could use Hoti Vishnu. Do you really think the trial would have deemed the incident accidental manslaughter? No, of course not. Even if you force yourself to believe that a genius strategist accidentally killed 29 people, there's no way to make sense of the fact she didn't use Hoti Vishnu on. Why? Why didn't she rescue people she killed by mistake? What if there was no mistake in the first place? They really want to make her out to be like this huge villain. Like everybody's against her. The entire premise, the entire story is trying to push us against her to be like, we need to be dislike Asha. We need to hate her. We need to make sure that oh, fuck off. I dislike this kind of mindfuckery. They're trying to brainwash me. Okay. Roast the body like you said. Motivation won't work anymore. Even the priestess of revival were here. A dead person. Shut up. Stop babbling about it and just keep it frozen. If it melts, you're fired. Sister? Go back inside, Rouge. All of you, go and look for someone who can use Hotivizn. Okay, it's personal as well. She hates her because she couldn't save her mommy or daddy or something. But... girl... Riche is funny sometimes, but Riche is also such a dislikable character. Holy sheesh. There, who it is. If anyone can bring someone back from the dead, I give them 1,000,000 gold coins on the spot. Yay, Riche is amazing. Oh, how much is that? $1 billion? That just really shut up since no one can use it now. More people would have lined it up to offer that spell even for just 10,000 gold coins. But why? Are you interested in Hotivizn too, Asha? No, it just seems like a waste of money. What do you mean? Someone else's money anyway. By the way, I heard you got perfect score on your last exam. Guess the professor just taught me really well. Rouge is amazing. Rouge is the funny fangirl of Asha, and Riche is the hater. Boss, it's been 6 months. Wouldn't matter now even if someone who can use Hotivizn turns up. Maybe frozen, but there's no way that the underworld wouldn't have realized that they're dead after 6 months. They've almost certainly been registered by then, yeah. Someone with a fan with yours is mine is... You don't say that someone with a fan with yours is mine on it is hateable. What a surprise! But that fan is just like what every woman wears nowadays, right? Isn't that so common in women? Let me hate. Misogynist. There's so many stupid things of like the stupid toxic masculinity, the stupid oh, there's so many stupid things. By the way, Riche and Rouge are twins. They are actually younger than Ran too. But Riche dresses to look older because she has 2 older people in the company. I did remember that they're twins, but I had no idea about the age, I think. Even the ice in place is just a waste of manpower. Why don't we... Alright, fine. I'll stop freezing them. I know it's late, but let's prepare a late funeral. Ah, you finally made up your mind. What's a relief, boss? Yeah, it's all in the past now anyway. I've already let them go, so I'll just give her one more chance. I may hate her, but she did save my life. And with the threat of the shore still lingering, we need her here. Something about infinity. She could just admit what she did and apologize. I could pretend that I never saw any of this. Time zone errors. Ran, what did you find out today about the Bow of Neutrality? What about you? How's Kubera coming along? I can't talk about it, it's a secret. But I'll probably be able to fire it before you. You're such a liar. Different. What is he sucking? Why does it look like he's sucking on a baby bottle? Anyway, there aren't many visitors around now. Maybe you can start practicing magic outside, huh? Ashirahiro! Huh? What brings you here? All alone without any of your employees by your side? I thought you would go and run inside if you saw a crowd of people approaching, so I came by myself. I'll just get right to it, Asha. Why didn't you use Hotivizn during that accidental manslaughter incident of 29 people? If you had used it right then, they could have come back to life without needing to be frozen. Huh? The manslaughter of 29 people? What do you mean? These tidbits are only ever in the blog. That's why I bring them up for you. Thank you, Cody. Thank you. These blog posts, man. Wait, you didn't know? Asha killed 29 people, claimed it was a miscalculation, and then got released for a measly fee. It's not like all 29 people died at once. Either they all died in They all died in separate accidents. Basically, the genius accidentally killed 29 people because of a miscalculation. Did Rish and Rouge's attribute got revealed at this point? Because I find them quite interesting. I think I do remember hearing something, but I don't really. I'm not sure. Wasn't there something about about Rouge being a potential priestess candidate instead of Fire Girly Brilith? I don't know. Well, even if you did miscalculate something, I just want to know why you didn't use Hotivisn. I know it's your own choice whether to use it or not, but if it really was just a mistake, shouldn't you at least take responsibility for the people you killed by accident? It makes no sense. It almost makes me wonder if you killed them on purpose. Anyway, the case is already closed and you wouldn't get punished even if you turned yourself in now, Asha, so I think at least an apology. I didn't know how to use it at the time. What? I didn't know how to use Hotivisn at the time, so I couldn't bring them back to life. What other explanation do you need? I think that's a lie. It's something that technically could be enough to make Rish understand, but I think it's a lie from Asha. I think she could use Hotivisn basically not since birth, but like ever since she escaped from her home planet and had that encounter with Visnu. I think it was implied that Rouge has value in her attributes, cause Lorraine got her as a teleporter back then. You come all the way here to tell me that it's a closed case. If I wouldn't get punished even for saying it was a murder now, then what good does it do to bring it up? Just a waste of time. You must have taken some serious financial damage during that last attack. Why didn't you use it this time to manage your business or something? Yeah, you're right. I guess this was a waste of time. Mine is mine and what's yours is mine. Thanks for your advice. You really opened my my eyes. Well, see you. Is that true? You killed 29 people? It was an accident. It was deemed accidental manslaughter and I paid the penalty of 43,500 gold coins. I've already legally taken responsibility for it. There's no need to bring it up again. You two are so late. I guess hunting must take a long time. I think it was also mentioned that Rouge and Lorraine could take over the Altera barrier. Yeah, but they're really doing everything they can to make it be like, Asha is bad, Asha is a bad person, Asha is so bad, you must hate Asha. And even now, Run is also judging her even more for the situation here. Asha, let's have dinner. You too, Run. Boss, where did you run off to without telling me? I've been looking for you. It was nothing. I went to try and show some humanity for a chance. For a change, probably. But it just ended up being a waste of time. About these files, are you going to present them yourself? What if you get attacked? They're not for me to present. Send them to the head of the Ill of Magical, the highest authority in the magical realm, who insisted all till the end that Asha was be executed at the time that she was sentenced for accidental manslaughter. Ooh, who is that? I think that's a new character. Didn't say that someone who killed 29 people might be a bad person. I mean, it's always difficult. It's always difficult. Considering the image we saw, where we saw that like a little girl with a bunny, carrying a little bunny plushie, got killed, I can't say that the people that Asha accidentally killed were in the end all bad people. That's not the case here. That's not the scenario we're doing. But there seems to be something. There must have been something going. It's not just that Asha was like, yeah, I killed these guys. Rank 2 in the magic rankings, remember? Yeah, Claude was rank 2. So this is probably rank 1. because the lady with the weird mask, forgot the name, is like, I don't remember if we had rankings, but like it's probably like rank 3 or something. Then you have Lorraine, who's I think 5. I don't know. We continue. I just don't think that Asha killed them personally. Lady with the mask called Layla. Layla. Yuta, you may enter the city with Asha. Rahiro's vouch for you. Thank you, Asha. Sure took a while today. He's shirtless now. Layla, I don't think we got rankings for her in Lorraine. Looks like all of the nearby Shuras have gone into hiding because Mr. Kazak has been patrolling the city. I have to go really far out for hunting. Yuta gave his scarf to Lise. Wow, you just gave his skin to her. Her and Lorraine didn't get ranked, but the AAs are the top 4 regardless of everything else. Yeah, it must be hard. No, it's not really that bad. Asha, are you okay? I guess I have a lot on my mind. Yuta, you feel guilty when you catch and eat other Shuras? A lot of them must beg you to let them live. No, almost none of them beg me to spare them. You know very well that begging for their lives doesn't work among Shuras anyway. Of course, it's not like I don't think anything when I'm killing them, since we're living creatures that speak the same language. But after doing it for such a long time, I guess I just got numb to it. In the Shura world, Shuras who feel guilty every time they hunt end up dying out. Human society, or more like the Shura world, I wonder it would have been easier for me. No, I might have died out first. Can take out his wings with a shirt on, but that's why he's shirtless. It's not because Kurigom is a freaking gooner. I'm almost sure now after testing it out this much. The longer you hold the bowstring back, the further the arrow goes. Of course, it also uses up that much more vigor, so there's a limit to the range that I can reach. Ran, are you listening? Wait, how are you able to shoot it so easily? But nobody had been able to use it so far. Creating a bowstring requires a lot of vigor. The amount of vigor that it uses up. There aren't many people who can even pull the string back, but there must be a lot of halves with more vigor than you, like Mr. Kazak. Rish may not have come and asked you, but don't you think she might have gone to her house? That seems a bit strange to me. Might not have even asked them. Anyway, you have a high enough energy capacity to use this, but you're running low on energy, so eat lots. Sleep well and give it a try whenever you like. I have a meeting this afternoon, so I'd better get going. I have another question. I'm a busy man. Go look it up in the library. Is it true that Asha killed 29 people? Just a drop. What a normal thing to ask your brother. Answer me. Is it true? Is that why you were in the trial too? Hero of Magic Guild. President, this is a secret document sent from the creation brand Prima. Primo? What could Breach want? By the way, have you heard from Lutz? Why isn't he here yet? Well, they're still not quite done cleaning up at Kali Bloom. President! A notice just arrived saying that 2 Pani appeared in a town near the Polar Sea. Polar Sea, a sea roughly 500 kilometers to the north of Ilof. The hair kind of reminds me of Agni. I told you not to slam the door like that. I'm tired, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to use much vigor. Puti Shurya, Bhavati Shurya. And he just teleported, I guess? Forget it, just go. We won't need to send any extra support. Oh, it wasn't a teleportation, it was a far sight? Future prediction? I think far sight, not sure. The person I spent a few months with really killed 29 people is quite a normal thing to worry about, Emo. I mean, it's worth a question. But it's also like, why do you need to ask him? It's not like Asha denied it, right? When the whole situation was going on, Ran was like, wait, what? What happened? Asha was like, it was an accident. She did not deny it happening, she said it was an accident. I did kill 29 people, but not on purpose. Otishure is far side. Seems those beams are Bhavati Shurya. So, him asking feels like he knows the truth, or like at least Asha said, yes, I did kill 29 people. It was an accident though. So, what is he asking his brother for real? What is he asking there for real? He's not really asking, is it true that Asha killed 29 people? Because Asha confirmed it herself. Asha said, yes, I killed 29 people. I think it's way more about this part. Is that where you were in the trial too? I don't know necessarily why Lutz was at the trial, because he is a priest, and like the priests are like part of like the government deciding certain things. Kubera, where being a serial killer is based, and being an emo fuckboy is cringe. Lutz is a priest, yeah. So considering he's a priest, that's probably why he was at the trial. So what kind of question is it as well? Like he's the creation priest, right? So him being at the trial don't make sense. Probably asking his brother for more details, since you know he's his brother. Who else could run trust more? I don't know. But the question isn't worded right, because he knows Asha did it. He thinks, or at least Asha told, it was a mistake, it was an accident. And then also the thing of like, what if that was why his brother was there? But then if you think about, let me look at this. Answer me, is it true? Is it true that Asha really killed 29 people? You already know that, it's a stupid question. Is that why you were in the trial too? Is that why you were in the trial too? Does not necessarily mean he'd have most information access on the case too. Yeah, because he is like a high standing figure. But you can. Is that why you were in a trial too? Is that why you were? Would you ask a person who killed 29 people for more details? They wanted the number to increase to 30. I mean, she said it was an accident. If you believe her, it was an accident, then you can ask her. To begin with, what more details do you want? Yes, I killed 29 people. It was a mistake. My bad. I know this is very bad. But like, Asha said those things. What else do you want to know more? Why did you accidentally kill them? I miscalculated. That's the story she's going with. By the way, this reads to me more like, is that why you were in a trial too? Seems to be more like Lutz was traveling with Asha, and during one time when Asha accidentally killed someone, Lutz was there with her? There's a little whoopsie, te pero. Button, do I have that on? This? Nope. Pero considering the is that why you were at the trial? It's why you were in the trial. Like if you are in the trial, you are being accused of something, or maybe. Like, it sounds more like he was part of being accused or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just wording. It can always be just the wording of Webtoon. Thank you, boss. Jeez, he never listens to me. Oh, little... Kinda looks cute. You sure have a lot of work to do. Lutz is normally supposed to be the one to deal with shooters outside the city. That's right. Thanks to him, I'm absolutely exhausted. Why does Hoti Asvins make me feel any less tired? I forgot my glasses today. Why is the printing so small? Taha On, Quarter, 57 years old. President to the Ilov Magic Guild. Presiding Judge of Magic. Dean of Ilov University. Ilov Priest. Element Light. Magic rank AA. Overall rank 1. He once won a beauty contest wearing regular clothes after being pushed to join by his fiancée. He cannot read small print without a magnifying glass. Damn. Got bad eyes, he's beautiful, he is the strongest magician overall. He's a quarter as well. He has the light element. He's like literally the judge. He's the dean of a university. He's a priest. He's also like the president of the Ilov Magic Guild. Got so many titles. I heard that Asha can use Hoti Vishnu. Why don't you ask her to turn you back to before you were tired? Save the lame jokes. My name's already been on the Resurrection Prohibition list for ages. Resurrection Prohibition list. Certain intellectuals who are suspicious of the principle of Hoti Vishnu sent their names on a list presented to the Temple of Death, which says that they refuse to have their time turned back by the spell. Okay, so this is like the do not resuscitate thing. Sa has appeared a few times before this. Didn't know who he was. Like as a model on like posters or something? Don't you regret giving Asha an accidental manslaughter sentence before? You suspected her of intentional murder, right until the end, sir. I know you had no choice but to give her that sentence since there was no clear motive and the jury was on her side. But now that we know about her Hotivisnu, there's an even greater chance there was intentional murder. Hilda Milliot, half 95 years old, manager of the Elf Magic Guild and personal bodyguard of the guild president. Being a half, she cannot use magic at all, but she knows more about it than the professors in the field. She's the first half to be a manager of the Magic Guild. Well, what can I do now? It's already finished. I mean, I can't read this. If I did suspect her, she could just get out of it by saying I didn't know how to use Hotivisnu at the time. Yep, which is kind of what she does. Makes sense. Would you be okay with being basically necromancied? Do not resurrect. Or DNR list later on. Do not resuscitate. It's an interesting thought of like, do you want to be revived? Like in our world, I would probably say yes. In the Kubera world, considering that you also lose some of your memories when you get resurrected, and there's like a whole hassle to doing that. I don't know. I don't know what the afterlife is like. I know that they like register in hell and go like to the hell or to afterlife, but like, is it a bad place? I don't know what the afterlife was like again. Knowing Asha, that's exactly what she would say. Yep, that's exactly what she did. I can't see it, Hilda. Could you read this to me? I can't read it. It's a confidential document addressed to you, sir. And go and get my glasses from my room. Minors? Minors? It does give some interesting discussions later on in the story. What is this about minors? Identification. Living outside. City with others. That are still alive. Have been revealed to our stated that they are names of gods. What's wrong? Is it serious? Ah, yeah, it's seriously interesting. Oh no, who was in the Asha files? You're not supposed to lose your memories when derived though. Asha said it was the Chaos Barrier that messed her spell on Theo. I guess, yeah. Cancel my meeting tonight and get ready to leave immediately. Okay. Do we get a closer look? Okay, let me just read everything. There are further 3 cases of murder in which the alibi's attachment 4, with which Asha was declared innocent, would be invalidated if she was able to use Hotivisnu. In 2 of the 3 cases, items with confirmed incorrect time zones were presented as evidence, attachment 5, but later dismissed on the basis that Hotivisnu could not be used after a great upheaval. At present, all evidence has been stolen, attachment 6. Third, result of interviews with acquaintances of victim. None of the victims, whether minors or adults, had ever been issued identification by the city, and were either living outside the city or active within the city with others vouching for them, attachment 7. 21 of the victims told acquaintances that their names were fake while still alive. 21 of the victims told acquaintances that their names were fake while still alive. Attachment 8. The 21 people who have been revealed to have used fake names. 4 stated their real names were the names of gods. It would be difficult to consider this proportion as being coincidental. Thus, we seek the assistance of an AA sorcerer in checking the life search system. However, Lorraine Rashia and Claude Yui must not be informed thereof. Attachment 10. We're going to the life search system right now. Asha could really avoid all this trauma with a bit more Pero. Yeah, she really needs to do more cute things. So, a lot of the people that Asha killed were people that used names of gods. So that begs the question, obviously, why was Asha there and so close to Lisa's village to begin with, right? And was Asha there technically to do another accidental manslaughter and kill Kubera? Yes. Why would she go after that? Is like the power of the name bullshit again that we have no answers to? Yeah, I already read that out loud. Random info about Saha. His partner in the test was Lutz. He got the first ranking despite his partner's efforts of trying to get a shit grade for himself. Lutz is ranked 22. Damn, Saha is like a god. N11 111111. Location of 35 people were confirmed for 1 year later. The rest are not alive at the time of this research. Misty Shore, Atera, Rintello, Edo Plateau, Kali Bloom. Live search system for planet Villarf. Mr. Presence, there's 1 minute remaining. I know, stop pressuring me. Location information requested for 35 people for 2 years later. World. Location of 19 people were confirmed for 2 years later. The rest are not alive at the time of the search. Sir, you could be in danger if the time limit runs out. You'll barely be able to make it out of here even if you leave now. N16. Out here now, Saha! Location information requested for 19 people for free. When you read all of the small writing in the next panel as it zoomed in, lol. So, we've been to Ali Bloom. We've been to Atera. And from Atera we went to Misty Shore. And then from Misty Shore we went all the way to Kali Bloom. I don't... Did we visit Rintello? The name has been mentioned more often than like Aero Plateau for 100%. But patience gradually running out was funny. Yeah, Tilla has enough of this guy. Aero Plateau for sure is the place we have heard the least about. Atera is the place with Relief. So there was that whole thing going on. So we did spend a lot of time in Atera, we did spend some time in Misty Shore, and now we're all the time in Kali Bloom. The globe we went to the other way around from Misty Shore to Kali Bloom. Yeah, so we went left out of the panel, and we've seen Rintello briefly when we see Layla complaining about plot. Okay, so we only saw like short shots of Rintello. How can you be so calm when you're in there? You need to know when to be on your toes. You could have just vanished if the time limit had run out. I know, still if I don't find them now, I would have to wait a year for the next chance. Level AA sorcerers may use the live search system, but after going in once, they cannot go back in again until a year later. Thus they usually use it for things they absolutely need, and they do not enter it very often. I wonder why. Why could he vanish if he's in that room? Villarf is not flat? Iron Plateau, we have zero information so far. There goes my favorite theory, Ruby. Man, I really thought we finally had a flat world. I don't know who you're looking for. Even if you can't find them, you could always ask another AA sorcerer to find them for you. No, I can't. Now I can't trust them. What do you mean? Your own fiancé an AA sorceress? That's right. That's what makes me even more sad. Is Lorraine his fiancé? No, not Lorraine. Lorraine is single and doesn't have any guys waiting for her. Is Layla his fiancé? Must be Layla, right? Because it's not Claude. And we know that Lorraine is like awfully single. It's dangerous to stay there for too long. We got some random info on it way later. I'm sure I forbid anyone from using the live search system when Asha showed up. So which one of them was an accomplice in a terrible serial killing? Run! Ah, Liz, Yuta! I have some news that's going to really surprise you. And all day today practicing Bhavati Kubera, and then I floated off the ground this much, right, Yuta? Yes. Problem is, because I still don't fully understand it, I can only float once and then it doesn't work again. Right? You're surely working hard. Lorraine and Irie did talk about Lorraine getting married if she couldn't get Rouge out of her position during the Atera. Oh yeah, it could be like a recent thing of like them getting together. I guess. Could be a recent thing of turning into like the fiancé situation. But I just, like from the way it was worded and from how hurt Saha looked, I believed it to be that he he was like befriended or like had what that they were fiancés for longer than just since the like the Altera attack. So I would think that my guess would be on Layla. He might even be able to take the bow of neutrality. Looks like something else is bothering him. Is it because of what we heard from that girl Rish? True, he was very affected. He could also just be an extremely emotional person. What Asha killing 29 people? I'd already heard about it in the temple, so I wasn't too surprised. It seemed like it was the first time that Ran had heard about that. Must have been really shocked. Do you really think Asha could have made a mistake? Yeah, of course. Asha said it was a mistake, so we should believe her. Friends are supposed to trust each other. We're still not finished converting that cape. I didn't want to fail again, so I was looking for some materials to help increase my chance of succeeding. Anyway, about that accidental manslaughter of 29 people. You both voted in Asha's favor, right? Right. Couldn't attend a trial because of Layla. See? They're even pointing out Claude couldn't attend the trial because of Layla, but that's the thing with stories. The thing Claude's saying here is obviously going to make the idea of like, so if Claude couldn't attend the trial because of Layla, and Layla is currently like one of the two suspects between like Layla and Lorraine, that puts even more suspicion on Layla, which oftentimes is like a red herring. I think that's what it's called in stories, where you try to make something appear obvious, but that's only to actually fool the reader of like, you see, it seems to be Layla, it all seems to be pointing towards Layla, but in the end, it's a different person. But it could also be like doubling down of like, because it's so obvious, people are like, it can't be like that. And in the end, it actually is like that. But it's also an AA, so he's also a suspect for Saha. Where was Layla suspicious? Layla is in the meaning suspicious, Stepan, that Saha was crying about, isn't one of them your, like, it was specific. Wait, I'm thinking here. Was specifically said he can't ask any other AAs. I think was specifically asked to not ask. I might also be like completely on the wrong ship here right now, because if I'm thinking back right now, it did say like you can't talk to Claude or Lorraine about it. It didn't necessarily say he couldn't talk to Layla, right? I think I'm confusing myself here right now, because I just put Layla into the variable as well, because like I didn't think he could be. He said he can trust any other AA until I mentioned his fiancée is one of them. Okay, so that was afterwards. So the letter he got from Rish said he cannot inform Lorraine or Claude about it, right? That's the letter from Rish. Or at least it wasn't a letter of like you can't trust Claude or Lorraine. But then Tilda said he said he can't trust any other AA until I mentioned his fiancée as one of them. Or I forgot Saha said it. That you're right, my bad. I was thinking of Rish's document because they said Claude and Lorraine can't be trusted. Yeah. The document said Claude and Lorraine, but Saha said he can't trust any other AA, which also brings Layla into the field. And if he can't trust Layla, and then he asked like, which of these AAs was an accomplice in the murder? So there's like a suspicion on the AAs. Rishi was the one to mention those two specifically. It's probably her own opinion. So, and because of this whole thing and us being like, we can't trust any AAs right now because all of them could be like an accomplice in a way. Or like one of them is an accomplice. We can't trust any of them. And then we now hear that Claude couldn't attend the trial because of Layla. Slightly shifts more suspicion on Layla. Could also be like, or maybe both on Layla and Claude, because Claude didn't attend the trial, but he didn't do it because of Layla. Yeah, I don't know. I heard from Ran this afternoon that it looks like Rish is looking into the case again. There was already a lot of talk about that case. Now it's even worse because of Hodivi's knee. Risha must hate Asha even more since she once paid 1,000,000 gold coins to use Hotiviznu. You know, before I never thought that Asha was the type of girl who would kill someone on purpose. But after finding out about Hotiviznu, it seems kind of suspicious. It seems even stranger to connect the accidental manslaughter with Hotiviznu. Would it be wrong to just presume that she couldn't use Hotiviznu before? Well, no, but judging from the fact that Risha is looking for this into herself, there must be some decent evidence. Seeing how calm she's been lately, there's a good chance that she's already handed evidence over to Saha. The case is already closed, so it's not like they can punish her regardless of what evidence they find. There may not be any legal recourse, but she could get banished from the world of magic. Saha is pretty soft, but he would never forgive a magic murder. The act of intentionally killing a human by using magic. This is different from accidental manslaughter. Yeah, it's murder. How many high rankers are there that would come to Asha's defense and stand up to Saha? It depends on what kind of evidence they find, but in the current situation, Claude, Lorraine and Brilith are almost certain to support her. Theo probably would too, since Asha saved her. And I'm not sure about Layla. This is the first time we see Layla without her mask? Was she always this pale? I mean, we mostly have seen like pictures of her like behind a desk or something with the mask on, so I'm not sure. I knew she was the one who gave Asha her A++ certificate. She doesn't exactly seem to like her. And Claude, go and talk to Layla. I do think Layla is the fiancé. I do think Layla is the fiancé. Why is it down there? Taco? Go? T-A-C-O? Can I, the first shot of her face like that, yeah, she did have a different silhouette once before, but it wasn't colored. I need to check something real quick, Quacko. Guacamole. Quacko? Wait, you can do members? Yeah, I can do members. That's the highest one, Taco! But somehow the badge looks horrible. Does it look like that on YouTube as well? Why does the badge look like this? It's so small. Why so small? I will always support my friends. Taco! Thank you for being my first ever member. You're a myth constellation. Yeah, I named my members after the Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint constellations. I think the logo should be... I guess it's small because it's the new member thing. Yeah. It probably looks like that because it's new. I have badges for new member, 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. I don't have 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 year badges. Didn't think you could do anything monetarily until 1k subs, or maybe it's different based on... No, it changed, Taku. It changed. You can now do members and super chats and maybe super comments or something, whatever they called, at 500 subscribers. It's still like the requirement of like wait, let me go into my monetization section. Was it? I think I need to check it on different. DPS, heal. Shut up. Let me check it really quick so I can give you the right answer. I know that it changed. I know. Yeah, you have to have 500 followers and at least 3 uploaded videos in the last 90 days to get like your small like monetization, which is basically like you get channel memberships, you get supers, and you get shopping, whatever shopping really is on YouTube. And with 1K you get like with 1K followers and the 3,000 hours of view time, you get like full monetization. Taco! 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 Now I need to give you more coins. What was my calculation again? I had a calculation for that, but I forgot it because I never came to actually the situation of anyone doing memberships. Hello Aurora Bora, welcome to the stream. I hope you had a nice day and it's only going to get nicer from here on out. I think because my ones are just called Historic Constellations, Fable Constellations and Myth Constellations. And I think I just said like it's 1K extra for every stream. Was it for every stream or was it monthly? I don't remember. Whatever it is, I'm just going to give you coins for now. Gift coins. Taco the cat. Plus 5,000. Did that work? Yippee! Because I thought like for every euro you're paying, you're getting 1,000 coins. That's it's pay to win now. I can't wait for those coins to actually be used. Let's go reading. Taco, you made me lose my balls. Damn, man, big guy. You, I am lost for words, man. Thank you. The future awaits big things for us, Taco. I do need to change. Wait, let me go on Haku's server real quick. Haku of the Tubes. Pyro, Prima. Edit profile. Edit per server profile. Oh, I'm in streamer mode. Whatever. Deactivate streamer mode. Edit profile. Edit server profile. Okay, I'll do it later. Now for the other channel to get it. What do you mean? Hat? I do not plan to activate members or supers for hats. Is it activated? I don't think I activated it. Let me check. You sorry for the Kubera people that are here for Kubera. But also important Tante. Yeah, I think I decided Brick is blocked. So confused. Okay. Yeah, I didn't activate them for the head channel because I'm making clips from different YouTubers and earning money from doing clips feels wrong to me. I do earn money, but by like AdSense, but I don't want people to be like members because the concept of like maybe you can get the clip a day early if you're a member, that just feels weird to me because it's not my content. I'm clipping it only. I don't know. Then Claude, go and talk to like let's get to reading. Let's finish these 2 chapters. Then I can go into your DMs or something. Layla's probably pretty angry about me not going to Rin Hello. That's exactly why you need to talk to her. Apologize as much as you need to and have a talk with her. Okay, I'll try writing her a letter for starters. Rin Hello Magic Guild. Mrs. President, you just received this. The mask still on her face. I do believe that that Layla is the fiance of Saha, because also the warm colors of Saha do complement the cold and pale colors of Layla. So the cold and warm color palette do mesh well with each other. So if you see them together, it would be like kind of cute. Right. Okay, that's enough for today. Just that last document alone was over 4,000 pages. But it's from Claude. What? Claude? Give it here. Why does she wear that mask? Never replied even once when I've asked him to come to Rin Hello. Layla Himawati. Quarter. 56 years old. What was Saha's name? Was he just called Saha? What was his last name? Even if they're fiancés, they don't have the same last name, right? He was not Himawati, right? It's Saha On. It was On. Okay. On. President of the Rin Hello Magic Guild and Rin Hello Priestess. Darkness. Magic level AA. Overall magic rank number 3. Which means Lorraine is number 4. Now we know the 4 AAs. I see. At least he recognizes his own mistakes. What? He wants me to support Asha? Should have known he was going to ask for something. There's no way someone like him would ever write a letter simply to apologize. It would be great if you could offer our city even half the attention that you give to other things. Forget it. This isn't the first time that he's been like this. So Rin Hello is suffering a lot because Layla is not giving it a lot of attention. Saha's 1 year older than Layla, and also a quarter. Okay, he's 1 year older, and I did remember that they're both quarters, but I wasn't sure if they about the ages. Already not feeling great, and now it looks like we've got a storm coming. The storm, my waifu? The last chapter of the... Yeah. Flash! Rumble! Oh, cool! It looks just as terrifying as when we were slaughtering Rakshasas before. It was worth going through all the trouble to bring it here from Kali Bloom. Claude is the one not paying attention to the city. I think the translation confused it here. I wonder if the woman was talking about Claude not taking care of the city, not Layla. I mean, if they're both priests for... They're both priests for the city, and it applies to both, right? She is president of the Rin Hello Magic Guild. She's Rin Hello Priestess Magic, Darkness. He's Rin Hello Priest Death. I don't know if he has any other roles as well, but considering these things, aren't they equally tasked to take care of the city? I don't know. I don't know the direction of how this works. Look at him wearing this golden armor. He truly is the Golden Knight. Well, with these we won't even have to go all the way to Elaf. Layla's literally right there though. Claude has been gone for so long. That's true. That's true. I just interpret it as Layla, because we did see Layla working in some panels, like a few ones in the past. It would be nice if he paid half the attention, and Claude is the one not working. Yeah, we did see Layla working, but just now in this situation, she was like lying in the bed, so it could be like it looked like interpreted of like she doesn't take care because for some reason she's always in bed or something. But we did see her take care of the city already a few times. We'll probably just get rid of Rin Hello. Don't tell me that now. You're suddenly adopting your decision. Of course not, Sagara. Then let's stop wasting time. This will all be over once we get rid of Rin Hello and bring him back. Your atonement, my atonement. Everything will be complete once he returns. She just went through a 4,000-page document, lol. Can't really blame her. You would be a real jerk if you ran away from here, wouldn't you? So true, Sagara, so true. Theo, I brought you food. Thanks. Just leave it over there. How's Theo doing? She still seems pretty weak. Thankfully she's been eating well, so I don't think we'll have to worry about her health. Yeah, it must have been really hard for her. I wouldn't expect her to go out public anytime soon. We'll just have to be understanding. It must be such a shock to her that the whole city was in danger because of her. I was surprised myself. I was only running amok in one corner of the city. It's a good thing you stopped me, Zard. It's always those damn Charizards. If I had killed anyone with my hands during a great upheaval and this last time, I'm so ashamed. You're good. You can't stop apologizing for that, Clary. I'm worried about the worsening perception of Gandhava halves. I don't understand how that emotional resonance happened. Is that massive Shura really the king of the Gandhavas? Already ridiculous enough that the king of Gandhavas would have turned up here in Shura fights, but I can't figure out why Agni wouldn't explain it when he was fighting the closest to them. The attack on Antera and then here. Agni's not explaining to us about either one of them. True, even if he couldn't come and help us in person, he could have at least sent an official notice and given us some advice. Or at least told us who the Shuras were. Phew, no. God must have his reasons for not telling us anything. We should just be quiet and wait. I don't know if he has any reasons. It's like lately, I feel like I've gone back to before the Great Upheaval. What do you mean? The city was almost flooded. Not only do we not have any measures to deal with it, but everyone's keeping quiet and only working on the trivial matters like restoring the city. Issues of self-defense against Gandhava halves. Among the Gandhava halves that suddenly became violent, there was an instance of excessive violence used against a young half who could have easily been subdued otherwise. The guarantor and colleagues of the halves are hereby in a lawsuit. Property damages, yeah. It was just like this before the Great Upheaval. Whenever something bad happened, the humans just waited for the gods to show them what to do instead of taking action themselves. Well, that's because the most knowledgeable one of all hasn't said anything. Let's just wait until Agni tells us something. Must be a reason he's keeping silence. Probably something like that. The priests are the closest things to the replacements for the gods. Priests need to recover vigor, that's also true. Yeah. Even that seems kind of odd. After Great Upheaval, when the human world started to come together, the humans would at least have meetings and try to make decisions on their own. Damn, so racist. People took advantage of the confusion to murder some halves. I forgot about that. There's always the haters. Always the haters. Also interesting here, in a world where gods exists, gods are the most knowledgeable creatures. Gods always help out in these dangerous situations. People become reliant. People don't think for themselves anymore. People only follow what the gods do. And what if the gods disappear then? The gods disappear. What will they do then? What is the situation going to be? Can they do decisions for themselves? Doesn't seem like it. They did seem to have always be like, let's do this, let's just murder, let's do that. Like ChatGPT. But then, in a way, the priests are becoming the new gods, right? It's like, we need. What does the priestess think? What would the priestess do? We need to ask the priest for answers. And the humans just become reliant on the next best thing. That seems to be the case in this world, in a way, to a degree. But since Agni appeared, it's like they're stuck in the same way that they were before the Great Upheaval. You know that as a priest, you're saying something very dangerous right now, right? Without Agni, Caliblium would have been destroyed in that day. Of course, I'm grateful to Agni, but think about it. Do you think the Shuras took those godly items just to use as a decoration? We've got a lot more to worry about right now than the records of Asha's accidental manslaughter or whatever. Actually, Sierra, ultimately, the thing that I'm worried about isn't so different from your concerns. When I think of the records of the accidental manslaughter, I feel just as suspicious of Asha as you do. How could I not? Not even my own scatterbrained brother would make a mistake like killing a person. However, he's too valuable to banish for a magic murder. The ghost's appearance was exactly the cataclysm. They're discussing how they started taking collective decisions as humans after those 16 years. Only they begin reverting now that Agni is here. Yeah, I mean, the priests did exist. It did exist even before the gods' disappearance. But what I meant was like, the gods was like the highest. Everybody looked to the gods for like answers, and then the gods disappeared. So who would they look for in answers next? Like the next highest people, right? And those were the priests and priestesses. Like, yes, they do have like these collective gatherings of like making decisions of like parliaments maybe or something, but it's obvious that they are still reliant on the priests in the same way they were reliant on the gods, you know, right? She has the ability to save far more than 29 people. Just recently she took over Altera's barrier and protected the citizens. And she has the potential to stand up to the Shoras and protect countless more people in the future. Their abilities matter more than morality. That's right, I feel sorry to the 29 victims, but for the sake of the people who are alive right now, we just have to bury the unpleasant past of a brilliant sorceress. Yep, look at the big picture. That's what Lutz is doing right now. For the chance of like the greater good. He's being like, these 29 people, that's the sacrifice I'm willing to make. What do you want to see me about? I just thought I shouldn't talk about this in front of Lise. Well, people need leaders, and at least the priests are humans. Are they though? A lot of them are, they are all I don't want to say all of them are quarters, but Theo is a... Is Theo a half? Was Theo a quarter? We know that Saha and Layla are quarters. I'm not sure. Briv is a human. I think 100%. I think Claude and Sierra were also humans. Not sure. Theo is a quarter, okay. So we got 3 quarters so far, and Chaos, Darkness, and Light are quarters. Fire seems to be human. Earth seems to be human. Death seems to be human. Lutz, who is Priest of Creation, is also a quarter, right? Almost 50-50 humans and quarters. Be so aggressive when Reach came here, do you? You didn't need to be so aggressive when Reach came here, did you? I heard from my brother that those 29 people were a mistake. But anyway, the fact is that you killed them. Then shouldn't you at least show some remorse rather than calling it a waste of time? Dude, that was so many years ago. Bringing it back up again is a waste of time. What? You just want to keep digging into Asha, right? You just want to keep, like, blasting her with, like, attacks and guilt and everything. Hey, Stepan, do you remember that one time in elementary school when you flung your snot at some other kid? I don't know why I picked you out. Judging from the way you normally treat people, it seems like you at least know that much. Did you do it on purpose because Lise was watching? Sorry if I'm just jumping into conclusions, but lately you've been acting just like before whenever she's not around. But as soon as she's nearby, it's like you suddenly become a completely different person. You ignore everything she says, and you keep acting so mean to her. If this is how you're going to be, I almost wonder if you two should part sooner before you end up making yourself look any worse. Okay, I just checking, like exactly 50-50. Are you trying to speed this up because of my record from the case? No, that's not what I meant. Alright. Don't feel comfortable being in the same house with me. Then I'll leave. Tomorrow. And Yuta is happy. Dude, he's such a creep. Thinking some snot is not really the same as murder. You picked me right though, because I was just about to defend Ron. Get called out. Get called out. I hate this look. This is so creepy. This is so creepy. This little fucker. The taboo end. Next chapter, out of reach. I don't know if you can defend Run. It's like, I think he might be starting to turn to your side in the Utah discussion. I mean, look at him. Look at this look. This is creepy as hell. Where's my red filter? This look is so creepy. Ew. 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 But yeah, I know that murder is not the same as flicking snot at someone. Named in the Asha files with that behavior. I don't like Yuta here. Yuta for sure has changed completely. This is not the same character. I think to me, they are almost basically completely different characters. They have the same looks, but they are two different characters. They are two different people. They're so different from each other. And yes, flipping snot at someone is not the same as murder, but in a world where you keep on killing all of these people, where that happens all the time, bringing, like, Acha did say she killed them, and it's like, it's a waste of time to bring something up that happened, like, what was it, like, I don't know how many years ago it was. It was like many years ago. Like, bro, hey. Ich. Yeah, but this is the end. I don't like that Asha is being portrayed so badly, because I mean, she's not really fighting to be like get justice for her side or something. She's not even trying to portray herself in any better light. She's just accepting it. She's like, oh, if all of you want to push me in the villain role, I can play the villain role. I can be the villain if you guys want to. If you guys want to push me away, sure, I can do that. If it's for the greater good, I can be the villain. Not even Run killed someone and you've seen him using magic. Killing someone isn't something to just brush off. I mean, she didn't brush it off in a way. She's like, yes, I did that. He's more like, isn't it a waste of time to bring that up again after so many years, and even after a case was dismissed and was told that it was an accident? She's not like, killing somebody is something that can be brushed off. She's like, bro, that whole thing was discussed so much a few years ago. Why bring it up again? I'm not forgetting that, sure, but like, can you keep you stop harassing me? Yeah. Look at this, 1 hour and 44 minutes. No legs. No legs at all. She could have just made an apology video. Yeah, she could have pulled out her ukulele or something. She's so confident in her calculations that she was using Bhavati Marut inside the Barrier of Chaos. It's really hard to believe in the accident story. I mean, it was years ago, right? So she probably wasn't as confident back then. I know that there's more to it. Obviously, Cory and also Stepan. No, Pyro, she couldn't. She has one arm. Oh. Maybe she can play it with some spell. I apologize for being ableist or something. Back then she didn't know how to do math. Duh. You can make mistakes. Let Pookie be alone. We all know that there's more to it. It's not accidental, but it's also not yeah, don't worry, I get it. It's not accidental, because with the whole thing of like them being named after gods, it makes it all yeah, no, it's fine. I get it. With the whole thing of like these targets being named after gods as well, it makes it obviously not even more suspicious, it makes it even more interesting, because it's like, it doesn't seem to be accidental, but it seems like maybe she's doing it not because she necessarily wants to. It did seem to be like put off as a mistake, and some other person seems to be supporting her. So what if, theory time, what if Considering she has Hoti Vishnu, she has the whole connection to Vishnu, and she is one of the people who also told Lise, don't tell others about your real name. And why was she there in the village to begin with? She probably heard that there was somebody with the name Kubera in that village and wanted to accidentally murder them, but then it turned out to be Lise, and somehow she was like, oh my god, it's Lise, her name is Lise, and then she said like her other name as well, and it reminded her of like Lise's father, which Asha knows, I think, right? I think Asha knows him. I think, wasn't Asha, like, on the ship when Asha came to Vildarf, wasn't Lise dad also there? Didn't Lise dad also save Asha? Wasn't there something like that? Or, I don't know. So maybe even though she came there to kill Kubera, Lise, she didn't do it in the end because she found out Lise is the daughter of a person she knows or is like indebted to or something. But the only reason why she went around to attack and murder people that have like the names of these gods, maybe it's because Vishnu ordered her to do it or something. Like the big story is still a mystery here, but like there are a lot of plays here. What is Kubera doing? The power of names is always very important. Gods have disappeared. Gods are irrelevant. From what I can see, she seems to have done it purposefully for a good reason. Whether that reason is, whatever that reason is, we have yet to see. Yeah. It seems to be done. She must have done it for whatever reason, and it must be connected to the name of the gods, in my opinion. And maybe after she killed those humans with the names of the gods, Vishnu or she could absorb some power, or maybe the power that was held by the humans that had the names of the gods got back to the gods themselves, and so that means that the gods are growing in power again, which can lead to maybe the gods returning to the earth one day or something. We don't know what's being planned, but there's something with power of names, gods, god names, humans with god names being killed, and a bigger picture that I'm missing at the moment. But I think that's just where I'm going to end it. I think I theorized enough for now. I think I'm about to shift out of here. Interesting theories. I like hearing first-time readers' theories. After your comment, I got curious and checked, and Lise introduced herself as Kubera Lise to Asha. And Asha said that because she had this, that name that she protect her. But yeah. Because of the Lise name, right? Not because of the Kubera name. I don't know. It's difficult. I need to learn more. I still am not even at the halfway point. I think I'm at the about 1/4, 197 of 670. Oops, I accidentally opened up rematch. Taschenrechner, calculator. 670 divided by 197. No, 197 divided by 670. I'm at 29%, almost 30. Almost 30%. Yeah. Almost 1/4 of the way there. So, anybody here, thank you for spending some of your day with me. Thank you for being here and kuberaing all over the place. Let's stop shitting on Asha. She's beautiful. Beautiful people cannot be wrong, cannot be evil. Don't judge her. Only, yeah, totally that. So, all that's left to be said from me for now. Thank you guys for being here. I hope all of you had a fun time watching Kubera, me react to it. And for now, all that's left to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. We woo on. Pyro out. Bye. Where's my ending screen? Weepy. Stream. Stepan Wiki with the long S. What are you? An Ananta? Why are you doing the long S? Are you a snake? Are you a snake? Snake? Stepan? I am Sagara's man. What the frick is wrong with you? I will come and strangle you. Strangle you.